Oh, am I live? Hello, Justice Curry with you for a very exciting episode. Now, hopefully, it's not too spotty. And I know the last time I went live, people are like, well, your quality wasn't that good. I don't care. Sometimes I'm excited. I don't want to edit the video and then it just gets backlogged. I just want to show you some things that I just got in the mail. And live is a perfect way. I like going on Facebook Live because it's spur of the moment. And when I carve out a few minutes of my time, then I can do it. Let me turn down the music. But wait till you see what I got. Oh my gosh. I'm watching myself watch this. So I got my computer set up right there. And I'm just seeing, let me see if I can see the comments, guys. Again, bear with me. Top chat, live chat, all messages. Let's see, all messages. So say something, anything, whoever's watching live, I want to see if I get a notification. But yeah, lots has happened since my last video. I'm in the works with a very exciting project that's kind of top secret right now. But I'm hoping pants through. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, by the way, because you are not going to want to miss there's going to be an announcement, hopefully in the next few weeks, that's going to just blow your mind. You're going to love it. So Super 7 had the license for Motu for a while. Oh, I saw a message. Someone said hi, so hello. Super 7 had the license for HEMAN, and then Mattel's taking it back, and there's this crazy behind the scenes stuff going on right now. I'm not going to get into that, but Super 7 still is producing some figures, and I ordered them like a year ago, and they came in the mail yesterday. And that's just how it works. It's like Christmas every day here at Justice Curry's Emporium, getting packages in the mail. So like the title suggested, I'm going to show you the first thing, and then I'll show you some other ones. Gold He-Man. Because why not? That sucker is sweet. Hello, Tunga Motu. I am fine, thank you. Patreon present. Awesome. Yes, if you don't know what Patreon is, I'll put a link in my description. There's some cool perks with being a Patreon, and it helps support my channel because there's a lot of behind the scenes time and money and stuff, and I don't put ads here on purpose. So there was an episode where Evil Lynn used her magical shape-shifting staff to turn He-Man into a gold statue, which this figure is represented by. Why not? I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll find a spot for it. I even, as true collector form, and if you've never seen the Saturday Night Live episode, type in Saturday Night Live Star Wars collector, and it's freaking comical. You got one to open, one to keep in package, and one just in case, or to sell. So I did buy 3 of these suckers. Let's open it up. Why not? Hey, I got a little bit of time, so let's do it. Just in case. Let's crack her open. I'm not the collector that's going to take the razor and carefully remove the plastic bubble. And if that's how you do it, that's your style. We all collect differently. Comes from this really neat, or comes with this little card. It says, from toy to tune, He-Man Masters of the Universe brought action and adventure into living rooms around the world. And the fun continues with exciting Masters Universe action figures. In order to deliver the cartoon series on time, the toy designs were simplified for animation, so that the figure did not always match the characters the children saw on television, which is very true. Until now, He-Man's first animated appearance was an early television commercial for Castle Grayskull. The commercial's toy accurate look was streamlined and stylized, removing detail from his costume and eliminating his battle axe and shield in favor of the iconic power sword. So, little education is power type thing. So here's, out of the plastic tomb, the gold He-Man. That's still available. You can go on Super 7 or Big Bad Toy Store and pick up this. It's neat. I'm guessing it's totally molded in all gold plastic. This ain't painted on. And what would the figure be without the iconic sword, like they just mentioned, and shield? Unique to this, it comes with 2 swords, whereas He-Man, you know, normally would come with a sword, a shield, and a battle axe. But even more interesting, so we got the sword. That's just the one half, because if you remember collected the toys from your childhood, you know, the 2 halves would connect together like Skeletor's sword and He-Man's sword. But the second sword, what they did, they didn't make it a half. They put the 2 halves together to kind of make a full sword. So instead, if you have it in He-Man's hand, like so, and you got it in his hand, but you look at him from a different view, the sword loses the detail because it's supposed to be together. It doesn't look as nice. Well, that's kind of neat how they put the swords together. As I'm sticking out my tongue, I don't have the editing power now with this. When I do embarrassing stuff on my other YouTube videos, or I say something, I'm like, what was I talking about? I can simply edit that out. Now, totally live. And I never prepare for these. They're all spur of the moment. It just makes it a little more fun for me and you guys, and just seeing what happens. So the sword that has the both halves together, no matter how you look at it, it's gonna look sweet. Fits in his hand a heck of a lot better as well. Let's put the shield in there, or break it in the process. All right, good enough. So here he is, the Gold He-Man, in person. All right, enough about He-Man. Let's go to the next one. Came out with Orko. Look at his tiny feet. How do you hold up such bulk? I'll tell you how you hold up such bulk. You have these little plastic stands. That's because it is hard to sometimes place He-Man. With these newer figures, they're a little bit easier, but with the old vintage figures, the rubber bands in them start wearing out, and their legs get a little bit loose, and they get wobbly, and they fall over unless you lean them against something. But you can buy these display stands. People are 3D printing them now, and it works out perfectly. But Orko, really cool, cartoony looking Orko. Looks about the same height, more detail, more color than the original, and then comes with some magic tricks down here with, you know, some sparkly power, or with his flower that would come out, or even his magician wand. Some cool, neat artwork on the back, which just says the magical antics of Orko cause many problems for Man-at-Arms. As you can see, there's egg on Man-at-Arms. What I'm most excited about is not the Gold He-Man, not the Orko that you just saw. This is what I'm most excited. And if you know anything about Justice Curry, I talk about my translucent chandelier, and I have a fondness for translucent figures. I don't know why, they just appeal to me, and translucent, like the see-through type figures. As you can see, you're going to be blinded by the light. Let me just lift this up. My translucent chandelier is all figures that I enjoy that are clear. And then I can't even fit all of them on there, so I have to, where is it? Up here is, opposite. Up here is a bunch of translucent figures that, you know, didn't make the cut to get up there just yet. So this is so cool, what I'm going to show you. They made a translucent or crystal Man-at-Arms, man. This is beauteous. Again, like the Gold He-Man, I bought 2 of them so I can keep one in the package and then one to rip apart. And this will definitely go up in the translucent chandelier. Now that's cool. I thought this was click. Well, I won't say it. What up, Justice? Just reading the comments, guys, because this is live. And I do, even when these videos aren't live and people do comments, I get displays on my, or notifications on my phone, and I try to answer them and like them and whatnot, because feedback is acceptable, or not acceptable, encourage. Because I'm making these videos all the time, and people tell me their personal stories of collecting or show me pictures of their collection, typically on Facebook Messenger. And I appreciate that because it keeps me going. It makes it go, you know what? Sharing my passion with toys, and you guys are liking what I'm doing, so just keep it going. Keep it going. A descent into madness. See that Joker movie, guys. Oh, thank you. What up, Jason? Harley? Speaking of descent into madness, I saw the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix last night. You talk about mind blown. I'm already seeing the internet exploding with people going, this is the best, this is the worst, whatever. You make up your own mind. But if you like, the Joker and the Batman dynamic, Joaquin's performance was phenomenal. But it's a dark movie. Like, there's just awkwardness and dark and grittiness, and it makes you question your own sanity, because we're all a little crazy. We're all, and don't fool yourself. Everyone's crazy to certain extents, but this kind of shows you when the rubber band breaks and what happens. All right, Man at Arms, really, really neat looking. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. With his mace figure, and what I love the most, the mustache. Who wants a mustache ride? Oh, me. What movie, guys? Put it in the comments. And then with his little blaster gun right here from the episode. Now, let's see. Crystal Man at Arms. Teela is horrified that Skeletor has turned the heroic Man-at-Arms into a crystal statue. Find out what happens. Super Troopers, thanks. Keith Birdo. Super Troopers. That's why I wanted to be a police officer. Like, I was in college studying law enforcement when Super Troopers came out, and I'm like, this is what they do? This is going to be awesome. And I become a real cop, and people are like, society, we hate you. I'm kidding. The majority of society loves law enforcement. But the people that I deal with that make bad decisions because drug addiction and mental illness, they're not too fond of me sometimes as the consequence man. So, awesome. Crystal Man at Arms. And then equally, this is the last one I saved, equally as important, crystal translucent Teela. For some reason, I didn't buy two of them. Who knows? Maybe it was my bank account at the time. But really, it's called Frozen Teela. Conceal, don't feel. Teela is flash frozen into an ice statue by the evil Icer and freezing touch. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Will courage and love and friendship thaw her? Find out next time on HEMAN. Plus, how exciting is that? If you haven't heard, let's see, Kevin Smith. Love freaking Kevin Smith, his movies. Jay and Silent Bob is coming out with a new movie in the near future. But huge fan. I was on Comic Book Man, as I'm probably mentioned 8 million times. And just love the Secret Stash. But he's taking over and doing a new project and kind of not rebooting, but leaving off where the cartoon series left off, and looks like it's going to be a Netflix type dealio and new cartoon series for He-Man. So there's going to be more power, interest into the line, kicking it with justice. So if there are figures, a little side note, if there are figures that you're like, you know what, I want a He-Man right now, or I want a Scareglow, or a Twistoid, or Rotar, or whatnot, but I'm going to wait until prices go down. When there's more interest and there's a limited supply and demand, prices go up. So this is the time to start grabbing your figure. They've already doubled from 2-3 years ago, but I'm thinking they're gonna hit a little bit more. And I can't get this done. Look at this. I've ripped this thing off. I'm like, open this thing. They're just gonna go up in price because more people that are like, oh, I remember He-Man, and they start getting on. Getting plugged into the community, start buying these figures. All right. Oh, some more information on the card, similar to the He-Man that I read before. I won't read this whole thing, but it gives you a little history of it. Teela's first animated appearance was early television commercial concept, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I guess it's almost the same. They just switched out the word Teela and He-Man. All right. What movie? What movie, guys? My favorite knife. Even though I hate horror movies, they freak me out. I don't watch horror movies, but this TV show, I'll give you a hint. Brains. None of them do that in the TV show, but a really kick butt character has that knife in the show, and I spent forever online trying to find the exact same one. Do they glow in the? Oh crap! How do I look at the comments again? Oh, hopefully it's glow in the dark. I'm just gonna get Motu Origin Scare Glow when it drops. Heck yeah, man! Don, the Origins toy line, which I talked about in one of my last videos, had some of my buddies come over and critique it. So the Origins, what he's talking about, they're going to relaunch many of these figures. So just picture, they're all in the other room. Just picture like He-Man, but more articulated. It's going to look the same, and it's already coming out, but there's going to be bends in the elbow, bends in the knees, so you can pose them a little bit better. All right, here's Teela. God, look how that light shines down and just pops it. So these are what makes me happy. For whatever reason, I like translucent figures. I don't have to spend an arm and a leg, and I can just enjoy them. So I'm gonna hang that from my little chandelier here. But I wanted to also share with you another package I got in the mail. Teela is sexy. Yes, she is. You know what? I wonder. No. Speaking of Scare Glow, I was just taking this one down from the other day. The Scare Glow Classics. How freaking menacing is that? Scare Glow was the one that jumped the most in price. I remember being able to, like, just 2 years ago, buying the complete one for $70 or less, and now people are paying $200 plus $250, whatever. But this is the classics version, which is a little cheaper, $100, whatever. But super neat. I don't want to turn off all my lights in here to get them to glow in the dark, but you get the point. Another thing I want to share with you, whether you like it or not, hopefully you like it. My buddy Roy Lapache, check him out. His Facebook group and his website is called T-Villain, like T-shirt, T-E-E, Villain, V-I-L-L-I-A-N. I hope there's another I at the end. I became friends with him, and we do a lot of trading because he has a company that produces unique T-shirts. And when he gets new T-shirts, I'm like, hey, what do you want? He's like, send me some random this, that, the other thing. So this was the shirt that I wanted the most, and the other two shirts I have not seen. I'll look at them together with you in a moment. And I said, send me 2 randoms and this one. This is the one I wanted to show you. Look at that. All right. It says, what is light without darkness? What is good without evil? And then it has the giant demon monster played by Tim Curry in the movie Legend with a young what's his name? See, when I'm live, I get brain farts sometimes. Tom Cruise. But I love the movie. The movie freaked me out as a kid. There's some what looks like maybe Japanese, let's just call it Asian. I think this was an original movie promo poster that they used, if I'm not mistaken, overseas anyway. Mia Sarah, what does your collection consist of? Just motion? I don't know what motion. Spell check that one. Whoever said that. My collection consists of. Let me turn this. Let me loosen this up so you can see it. How do I do that? gosh, technical difficulties. Everyone's leaving. Everyone's like, I don't want to watch this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's correct. I don't know what I'm doing. But this phone video is a lot better than my last one for some reason. I have a little bit of everything. Oh, I want to show you this. And if you haven't noticed by now, I get off on tangents. And that is going to kill me with these live videos because you guys are asking questions. And I'm like, well, wait. I will show you. I will talk about that. I don't care. This is fun for me. This is my escape from the real world. We all have our little stresses and bubble of what we do day to day. And this, talking with you guys, sharing a piece of me and my collection and the adventure that we're all on and showcasing other people's stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. So T-Villain, check that out if you want that legend shirt. And then I haven't even looked at this. This shirt is being looked at by you and me for the first time. Whoa, what is this? I don't know what this is or which toy line, if it is, or if it's just a design, but it is rad beyond rad. It's like a skeleton dragon flaming. And I like red. I like shirts that pop. So here's the decal, if you can see it. Yep, T-Villain, which has like a little dude with a mustache. I'm not purposely trying to flip you off. Oh, here's this card. T-Villain. Oh, he's on YouTube now. I didn't know that. Subscribe on YouTube. Keep tabs on all my latest dastardly needs. So you can follow T-Villain on Facebook. Now YouTube, I guess. I'll put a link down in the below later on. All right, I haven't looked at this shirt yet either. Let's check it out together. Unveiling. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Sailor Moon. A death skeleton Sailor Moon. I thought it was Princess Leia at first when I glanced at it just because of the hair buns right there. But then you look at the iconic bow and the skirt down here, and obviously it says Sailor Moon. So that's wicked, man. That'll definitely turn some heads of people like, what's on your freaking shirt? So T-Villain, he always has unique things. What else I wanted to show you here? Uh-oh, my wife's calling me. Decline. What time is it? Am I going to get in trouble? This one, you guys are going to be like, Justice, you finally lost it. What are you doing? Yeah. I'll find the link of the dude that makes these in some other, like Denmark or Sweden or something like that. I'm drawing a blank on his name because it's kind of unique. But he kit bashed two things. Some type of sexy statue, and then he put a Skeletor head on there, molded them with whatever clay or whatnot to add some different features, and then made a mold of the whole thing and started producing these things. So he's making limited runs of like 20 of them and selling them to people, and then obviously they're hand painted as well. But it's disturbing and eye-catching at the same time. When I saw it online, I went, why not? I'm crazy. Why not? Super Skeletor, Super 7 head. What's the display behind you on top of the Motu figures? Looks like maybe it came from a TB commercial. Throwback Turtle. Please, Throwback Turtle, check out, I think it was like 4 videos ago. So hit my subscribe button and that little bell and next to the subscribe button so you guys get notifications of when I post new things. But I made a crazy long journey opera of a video regarding this piece, which is probably the most unique, fun-loving thing that I have in my collection. I won't go through the whole thing, but yes, it is a store display. And for the official story and more detail and better quality video of it, just check out one of my last videos. Am I looking at the right thing? So the camera is right there. Perfect. Other things that I have. You've already seen this thing before. My He-Man hat. That's made by the prop shop. Casey Cardy makes these, and the prop shop has a website, and he kicks these out for like 70 bucks, 65 bucks, something like that, which is a steal because where else can you find this creepy He-Man mask? Let's just walk around with you for a moment. I got a captive audience. All right. So let me turn this around. How do I do that? Right here. All right. So here's the little mess of figures that I just opened up. Oh, I gave this to my daughter the other day. When I was in middle school, I think. Yeah, I got this little award for Sunday school because I was memorizing Bible verses. Um, I sold this, and then the guy backed out, and then I'm kind of happy that he backed out because I like it. Spawn, for whatever reason, appealed to me a little bit. I didn't get in heavy with the comics or anything, but still like it. I mean, I could spend a day, all day, just dissecting everything that I have in my collection, um, which I don't have that kind of time. I want to. Oh, this is new. Uh, Polish bootleg Boba Fett. Yeah, look them up on eBay. There's only a few of them on there, and they go for some crazy money. I've wanted them for years, and it just so happens the last toy show that I went to, Toy Haven, which is in Grand Haven, Michigan, the dealer had this, and I was ecstatic. Plus, he had, uh-oh, they fell. Let's see, a pre-production Toy Biz Gambit. And you can tell pre-production, they just use whatever colors or plastics that they have available. And they don't really care about the production colors yet. They just want to make sure the molds are coming out right before they start mass producing them. And then Electra is down there. But these are truly unique, fun pieces to have. Just a piece of history. But Toy Biz, Electra, and Gambit also that same collector had. Let me see, what else did I get? I mean, it's just constantly getting new things. Let's show you this then. Elvira, yes. Probably saw Elvira. I should do a tour of my living room. Also, if you guys, I got factory sealed cases of these. They're from like 2006. It's a Roadblock Bust. If anybody wants, these, I got so many of them. They originally came out for like $60 a piece, and I'm only selling them for $9. So hit me up on Facebook. Just type in Justice Curry, Cury, and they're individually numbered right there. Super heavy and detailed beyond belief. If you want a G.I. Joe Roadblock mini bust, hit me up because I have like all of them. I have all of them in existence, and I can sell them to you for a fraction of the cost. And why I sell is so I can keep buying, and my wife's not going to be like, where are our finances? Where's all your money going? She doesn't have, this is the Mama Don't Know fund. When I have toy flipping money going in there, she don't look at that. And I sell stuff so I can buy stuff, so I can sell stuff so I can buy it. It just keeps going on and on. What else? Weird things, such as, this is probably one of the weirdest things I have in my collection right now. That's not true. Love pre-production pieces like that. I have a couple test shots, Motu Classics myself. Oh, nice. Nice. Throwback turtle. What's up? See, with the Infinity Gauntlet, I will control the universe. This is Thanos. Thanos' lesser known cousin from an alternative universe, which I'm making that name up. But what this really is a Mexican bootleg. For whatever reason, there's like a resurgence of new Mexican bootleg translucent figures coming out. And I got a source, Jesus Vargas, I think his last name is. And he's been hooking me up with so many of these translucent figures. I got a bunch of them. And I like them. And they put these weird little devices in them, which make you have a seizure. What else? I've shown this off a few times. But, these are the stands that I was talking about earlier for the Motu figures that have loose legs. And this is 3D printed. You can find them on eBay for cheap. Or if you go on any Motu related Facebook group. There's a few of them. The main ones I can think of is Motu Nation, Motu Evolution, and Scare Glows something or other. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. So the feet going like that. One of my favorite figures because I keep switching the light around just cause. Oh, because it looks better now. Is a My Pet Monster, um, Beastman type crossover done by the wonderful Victor. I might have shown this in a few other videos, but he puts the My Pet Monster chains on it. He colors them. Victor is a phenomenal artist out of Greenland, if I'm not mistaken, or Iceland, one of the lands. I'm just glancing around my collection. Gosh, I don't know why I picked this up recently. Let me show you. A dude just gave it to me, and I'm like, well, I can find a use for this. It is literally filled. Well, he didn't give it to me. I bought some other stuff, and he's like, well, I'll throw this in. I can't turn down a toy. So what I've been doing is when people order something from me, I throw them in for free. But it is a giant box of McDonald's, let's just call them fast food toys. Some are older, like the 80s, and then all through the 90s. Like looks like the 89 Keaton Batman, Ronald McDonald. Just so many freaking things. I should just really let my kids have a heyday and start ripping these things open. But like I said, I like to spread them out. I mean, I'm not going to nickel and dime and sell them for $3 a piece on eBay. That's just a waste of my time. So I'd rather just, send them out to people for free. What else? Weird Xena thing that I picked up not too long ago. Graded. I showed this off. What's that? What's up, Harbinger? I can't say it right. Oops. Find a Motu sticker to put on that stand. I do have some neat stickers. So my desk, as you can see, it's a large desk that I picked up at a garage sale. It extends all the way over here, which I fill with just chaos and little knickknacks that I enjoy. I'm not the OCD collector that perfectly lines up things. I just like putting everything everywhere. But what I've been doing recently is I'm going, why am I saving all these stickers? I need to cover up this old school 80s or 90s wood that's worn out with things that I like. So things that I like include, those, what are those things called? The Nintendo packs of cards. You remember getting those things back in the day, 25 cents, top secret tips and whatnot. And they had stickers in them. They also had these little scratch off games that you could play. All sorts of stickers. All right, someone call 911 if I have a seizure from looking at this darn thing. You'd be like, 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I'm watching YouTube, and there's this guy named Justice Curry, and he's, I think, maybe in law enforcement. Well, where's he in law enforcement at? I don't know, but he's having a seizure. I'm watching him live. Wouldn't that be crazy if I, had a... That's morbid. I shouldn't even talk about that. I'll edit that out later. Wait, I can't edit that out later. These are why I don't do live videos. I don't care. It's fine. I'm crazy. I think that Joker movie that I watched sunk in a little too deep, and I'm becoming insane myself. Just some more Motu goodness. I'm so happy that before the prices went haywire on all these carded He-Man figures, that I just went gangbusters with selling things so I could buy a complete mint on card collection. And then it wasn't even months later that once I completed it, that they started doubling, tripling, quadrupling in price because of the interest around the toy line. What else? Oh yeah, I picked up, you guys remember this? Those freaking wrestlers right here, the Hulk Hogan. All right, brother. And you could use them as weapons. They're like heavy and hitting your brother or your friends down the road with these, or throwing them around and playing catch, or just wrestling with them were fun. And I wasn't a huge wrestling fan, but you couldn't grow up in the 80s without just being inundated with Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk Hogan, You know, I didn't watch them. I mean, I watched some of the cartoons and stuff. That, yeah. Let's see. Let me turn this around. Not turned around. You're looking up my nose. My kids play with this little shelf. Oh, this was picked up the last toy show I went to. Kind of a knockoff. I don't know, like a Galaxy Warrior type Motu Battle Cat thingamabob. The soapy, so it would come with like shampoo or soap. So HEMAN on a land, or sorry, Skeletor on a land shark. Some weird things. In recovery for 9 years, I love to crack it at home for me. Thanks. Love the Batman Wolf with Wonder Bread He-Man. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys that in a minute. That's one of my pride and joys. What country is that? Yugoslavia. Mosquito and some modern type He-Man, Mexican bootlegs, and Argentina Manny Faces and Dino Riders, which was a big fan of mine, or I was a big fan of. Fierza T, that's right, Pablo. Good old Fierza T. God of War, love the video game, and then Chuck Norris, who's a real master of the universe. But Fierza T is up there. Came out early 2000s, Argentina, and they kind of kit bashed and repainted a lot of the figures, and because they had the original molds from Mattel back in the day. But what he was talking about, and I'll get to it in a minute, my cats, battle cats, are pretty much my favorite thing in my collection. I just love them for whatever reason. But I have just some different knockoff figures, foreign figures, custom painted figures up here. I need to do a whole video dedicated to these. I'll do that in the future. I keep saying that. Let's see. What's up, Retro Toy Pile? The white Battle Cat from Mexico was something I was looking for forever, and finally acquired it. The Matt Walford. If you are on Facebook and any of the Motu Facebook dedicated sites, you know who Matt Walford is. I think England. He's uses airbrush techniques, and you know, it really makes these figures come alive. Paints vintage figures. Moving along, you got the India Leo or Bandito Faker is what they call, with kind of the little mask on them. You got another Matt Walford scare. Can I turn the light off? Let's show. This is probably a horrible idea. I doubt it'll show it. Oh yeah, shows the Battle Cat paint kind of glowing. Let's look at this. You guys are like, I feel uncomfortable. I'm alone with you in a dark room. Well, good. That's hard to see the other stuff. All right, let there be light. Spectratron. Now I gotta focus. There we go. Spectratron, Deathlore, a desirable knockoff figure. The Camel Cobra Khan on a Yugoslavia flocked Battle Cat. So it's fuzzy. And then the Wonder Bread, which he mentioned a little while ago on the modern primal, what is it, Primal Age Wolf. And then a Eldor and a brass Battle Cat. And Batman. Little is known about this figure. All right. Literally, I could... Camel Khan, that's right. Just talk and talk for hours and hours, but I have real world responsibilities. I got to get my kids. My wife was calling a minute ago, which I sent her to voicemail. She'll probably beat me for, but that's all right. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification thing. Check out my Patreon page. I'll try to put all those links in there that of different, like T-Villain and other things that I mentioned throughout this video. And if I don't, just put a comment. Go, hey, I need a link for this. Or just Google it. Google it. The prop shop for the mask, T-Villain. You'll find all that stuff. What up, Portugal? Bye-bye. All right. So without further ado, this is Justice Curry signing off. Love you all. Be nice. Be nice to one another. Kindness is contagious. Trademark Justice Curry. Maybe we won't exit out because I have no idea how to stop this, because this is only like my second or so live video that I've done. So let me just push this. Stop streaming. Yes. Bye.